Hammond defended the budget after Labour MP Annaliese Dodds challenged him over a potential no-deal recession. The Chancellor said the current numbers for debt and deficit are lower than those forecast back in the spring, and announced inequality is lower now than it was under the last Labour government. Speaking in the House of Commons, Mr Hammond declared, "The truth is our remarkable record in creating jobs, 3.3 million new jobs in this country since 2010, projected, forecast by the OBR to continue over the next 4 years, has led to a boom in fiscal revenues that we have been able to deploy. The budget that I delivered to the House last Monday shows debt falling every year, shows the deficit falling in every year, and shows both of those metrics lower today than they were forecast to be at the spring." The Chancellor then made a dig at John McDonnell, who was sat next to Ms Dodds. He said, "The honourable gentleman sitting next to her says inequality up, but unfortunately for him, he's wrong. Inequality in this country is lower now than it was under the last Labour government. Brexit news." The Chancellor declared there had been a image, Parliament TV. The comments were in response to Ms Dodds asking about a potential recession in the case of a no-deal Brexit. The Labour MP said, "Just as the Chancellor's claims to end austerity already lie in tatters, so do his claims of fiscal prudence. Given the IF's assessment that the Chancellor took a bit of a gamble with this budget, does he agree with the Father of the House, that the budget was based on an unexpected surprise and that news about tax revenues recently may not last? If so, how worried is he about Standard & Poor's warning about the potential for a recession if we leave the EU without a deal?" Prime Minister Theresa May is approaching the final stage of the Brexit negotiations with Brussels. The Prime Minister told the Commons that 95% of the deal had been agreed with EU negotiators, leaving only the issue of the backstop on the Irish border as the remaining issue to resolve before she can return to Parliament with a finalised proposal. But it emerged on Friday Mrs May could give the nod of approval to a fresh Brexit proposal she will present to cabinet ministers next week in what some have called a fresh stitch-up. The plan is said to be a potential end to the Northern Ireland border issue that has plagued Brexit negotiations since they began more than 2 years ago. The new Irish border proposal would see the UK as a whole temporarily enter into a bare-bones customs union with the EU until a future trade deal is negotiated.